Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about a fencing power sword build for the Bulwark class in patch 11.2 of Space Marine 2 to maximize your damage reduction. Now, this build can get over 90% health damage reduction and like well over 100% range damage reduction. Really fun to use, and I think that people just like fencing weapons in general, so I'll be using this one today. Now, for the perk tree, I take Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Master of Defense. After switching Sword Combat Style, you will take 20% less range damage for 5 seconds, and the cooldown is 10 seconds. Now, a fencing weapon doesn't do a ton of damage anyways, so Master of Offense isn't like super necessary on this. I do think a range damage reduction for 5 seconds can be pretty good, especially if you're going in versus Terminators and stuff like that. Now, the next perk here, Perpetual Strength, moving up here to Perpetual Strength once again, so we can go down into the tree here for Skilled Restoration. When your health is below 30%, a Power Whirl hit restores an armor segment. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Now, being below 30% HP on a Bulwark, you're already pretty damn tanky, but this perk on top of that will make it so your Power Whirls are way safer, and overall, I think this perk is pretty decent on fencing weapons. I really wouldn't take this on like a block version because your attacks come out so slow, but this one is pretty alright when you have that 9+ speed. Now, the next perk here is Kill Streak, moving down to the perk Hard Target. While performing a light combo, you will take 15% less range damage. This is really easy to pull off because, again, you have a 9+ speed here. This is also pretty good in the block version, if we're being honest, but definitely good here. Next perk here is Cutting Edge. Power Rake deals 50% more melee damage. Now, this perk is just so good that not taking it is kind of insane, which is why I do not take the perk up here, Whirling Blow. This one may give us even more damage reduction versus the enemies, or at least lower their damage output, but to be honest, that's just not worth taking over a 50% range damage buff, or excuse me, a Power Rake buff. Next perk here is Extremis Slayer, moving up here into the perk Majoris Slayer, and the final perk I grab is Terminus Slayer, just round out our damage. That's pretty much all there is for the melee weapon on this. So now for the secondary, I did take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol once again. This one has incredible CHP recovery, incredible damage, incredible stagger. It is one of the best secondaries in the entire game. Most people love this weapon, and is by far the best weapon of all the variant types for this one. And for the perk trees, go all the way down the top tree because all of these ammo perks are just way too important to not take. You should also always pick up Perpetual Velocity for even faster charge rate, and the bottom perk here for even more ammo reserves because the ammo economy on this thing does kind of suck. And the final perk I take is, of course, Divine Might for a flat 10% damage increase. Now, for the Bulwark perk tree, I did take the perk Conviction first. When your armor is fully depleted, you will take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This perk will make you really tanky, especially if you stack it over here with the perk Steel Within. Though I will say the perk Intimidating Aura, this one is probably better for like 99% of scenarios because getting free damage on a parry for block and fencing weapons is just super damn powerful in Space Marine 2. A perfect time parry deals air effect damage with a perfectly timed parry deals area effect damage within a 5-meter radius. Cooldown is 5 seconds. And that is a substantial amount of damage and will pretty much one combo any Majoris in the game. Next perk here is Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you will take 25% less damage from range attacks. Moving here into the perk Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you will take 30% less health damage. This health damage reduction is quite substantial, so definitely pick this one up if you don't take Conviction, because having at least one damage reduction perk on top of a 30% starting base HP is incredible in this game. And the next perk here is Effective Formation. All team members take 20% less health damage from Extremis and Terminus level enemies. This is just further damage reduction for this build. Like, I do think Advanced Conditioning and Focus Restoration are probably better overall. But, we're going for full damage reduction, so we're picking this one up. Next perk here is Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies in the area of effect. This perk is incredible. It will deal so much free damage to Minoris, Extremis, Majoris, and even Terminus. Pretty much always grab this one as well. Rapid Regeneration is just not that good at all, and this perk definitely overperforms. Next perk here is Glorious Shield. All team members in the banner's area effect take 20% less damage, and the banner lasts 20% longer. A 20% damage reduction on your banner is incredible, and having a longer lasting banner means Purity of Purpose is overall better. Now, Invigorating Icon may be the more busted of these perks, but once again, we are going for damage reduction. This one gives us that extra 20%. Next perk here is Merciless Resolve. After a Shield Bash, Shield Rush, or Thunder Hammer Pommel Smash, melee damage increases by 15%, and you will not lose control from heavy hits and can't be knocked back for 10 seconds. This is the main form of no knockback on this build, so make sure to pick this up. All you have to do to trigger this perk is just do a Shield Rush or a Shield Bash in the air. You don't actually have to hit anything. Now, the next perk here is Defensive Mastery. A perfect time parry or block will instantaneously incapacitate a Majoris or Extremis level enemy. The cooldown is 90 seconds. This perk is really damn powerful. Now, it may not seem that good because of the 90-second cooldown, but a 90-second cooldown to blow up one Extremis on like a single parry, especially when paired with this perk over here, or if you don't even have this perk, you just take Conviction, it's just really nice for boss fights and stuff like that, because boss fights, having to fight Extremis can be a real pain in the ass. Now, for the prestige perks here, I do take Auxiliary Reload first, or excuse me, I take Resilience first. Medicae Stims for 4% more HP, moving into the perk Overcharge because this one does buff up our power rate damage quite a bit, and overall, Overcharge is such a good perk, you pretty much should always pick this up. And the final two perks I grab are Masterful Defense for more ability recharge, and Standard Bearer to give us invulnerability for 2 seconds on planting Banner, because that's actually pretty damn good for power rolls and stuff like that, and overall, invulnerability in Space Marine 2 is really strong, because while invulnerability is active, you will not take any damage from enemies, and you'll also not be knocked back by any attack whatsoever, so really good effect. Maybe not the best on the banner, but still pretty decent. And that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. The Power Sword Bulwark is a pretty standard build in Space Marine 2. You know, fencing Power Sword has been like a all-time classic in this game for a reason. It's no different now. It's honestly better than it's ever been, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. Here's some actual gameplay, and as always, take it easy. Bye. What a colossal fuck up this has all been. Funny thing is, the best melee weapon is the shield bash. True. Yeah, fencing at the same. You're not wrong. If fencing at the same window as blocking would still be very strong. It's just that 0 frame startup you need. The only reason balance sucks. Be careful there. The banana bandit strikes again. It's true. You return with beef. Okay, beef. I feel like the issue of block versus fencing argument is just finding info on block weapons is harder than you would think. All the things you ran through, I only ever hear here, which is great. I mean, it's one. If you Google search it on the wiki, it's all there. It is all there. It is one. It is but one Google search away. You really need that instant frame startup for blocking and parries? Yep, sure do. You sure do in this game. Do a top hidden mechanics video? Yeah, I will. I will. Alright, let's see. It's Oberyn. What's up, Oberyn? You're probably about to watch us get punted by a Vortex Beast at the end here because we just lost all our HP twice in a row. And a Relic. Some very stupid shit. This boss does suck without a, I mean, it's not too, maybe it's not too bad defensive version, but it does suck without Megora.
I see our objective, brothers.
The second company is already lost. We are its last pathetic gasp.
Logic speaks of our voices. Our zeal will shield us from this psychic subterfuge.
I think block is shit because it sucks real bad at launch. I think it's just harder. It actually requires more of the player, which is automatically to get its shit on in this game.
Sorcerer's heritage frag grenade. Where shall I plant this flag? May you find no rest in darkness, heretic.
Oh yes, the very non-toxic Rubik Marine Horde. Oh, did I finally get rid of that? Thank God. How annoying. I don't know if people use fencing, that's taking forever. I mean, block would have definitely done better here. Because Gunstrike's just so not great. And I barely got my shield up for that one. Massive waves always take forever though. He's doing it solo. I mean, this would have definitely been easier to block. It's not even a question. Just gun strikes are not a huge benefit. All right, well that was annoying. Am I so blessed? As you find more free shit. If it gives me the generator portion, I don't know if I want to finish the mission. I'm still the drift now. Look, actually bangs. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, it's the Imperial Fist. Sons of Dorn, Banana Marines just go hard. People just don't understand the vision. How strong or weak is Assault right now? Assault's a top tier class. For all game modes. Especially Siege right now. Assault has ridiculous damage in both Clear and Siege. Ever since Chaos Spawn got added, you have the Dornian Heresy. No, not Froggy.
Our duty is to find and kill whatever made that sound. Changer of ways.
So go over here. Alright. Ooh, Sanctified Wrath. I guess we'll take that.
Shield of sorcery protects the Look, those other astropaths pull their energy to create the barrier. Disassemble the shield.
What's up, FGA? Scott here. What's up, cool dude? I've been here for almost 3 hours. How you doing, dude?
Heretic astropath. Slay the astropath. The shield network weakens.
This should break that.
My mind is steel. Grotesque corruption. Sorcery We wait in glorious presence. Slay all the astropaths in the vicinity.
How much better is the block power axe compared to the block power sword? I would say like a whole tier above. I think block power axe is just nuts right now. I went to the gym, but I gotta get on the Space Marine 2 grind. There was a lot to grind in this game, depending on how much line you're playing. All them accolades.
Let us cleanse these lost astropaths.
We'll do some more stratagems. Win or lose this one, we'll do some more stratagems. Grab the brain.
The supporting astropaths are all dead. And now the leader has no shield. Target the possessed field, brothers.
By the way, can you make a video guide for the grenade relic thing when to use it, etc.? Please? I definitely can. It's definitely better now. But they also lied. They lied about the they're like, oh man, we totally intended to make it multiplicative. See, Rene's right here. So I definitely think it's better on block weapons because they just hit the damage buff more than fencing does. Fencing's base damage is so low. Like, the speed does not make up for it. It makes all your damage buffs worse. Alright, well, he's gonna chill up there.
Let us finish this.
What's the time for that thing anyways? 15 seconds. It goes for 15 seconds. Melta bombs are great grenades in absolute. Assault slam in, set bomb leave. Melta bombs are the God King grenade of all content in this game pretty much now. I'm honestly shocked they have not buffed the other grenades up like at all. Or well, they did a little bit, but I'm surprised they haven't buffed them more considering how cracked Melta bomb has been since launch in comparison. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Keep going forward. Load up.
Does the relic make power rate stronger as well? Yes, it's all melee damage.
Made a path. Whatever foul abomination awaits will be in the midst of that warp energy. Drown its howling.
What Vanguard builds you recommend for this week's hard strategy? Whatever you want. This one's super easy. To be honest. This one gives you 10.
Brothers, keep up the attack. Listen, amplify our value. launch through our armor.
Ooh, a melted bomb. That's kind of nice. That'd be good for like one Chaos Spawn wave, I guess. I guess. Dude, that one never likes to let me actually, We're playing a horse game right now. What the fuck is with you guys in this horse game shit? Didn't we ban Fridge from talking about that in chat many moons ago? Here we are.
Welcome. We're being bombarded with corrosive energies. Whoever finds us an exit will have my thanks.
I found an exit.
Brothers, do you see that light?
Alright, his brother schizophrenia. He's talking to himself again.
Now to eliminate its source. The extremities are first priority. Terminate that conversion.
That's the most entertaining part about having no bots, is when your guy just starts talking to himself like, brothers! There's no one there. Brother schizophrenias. My favorite chapter master schizophrenias. They send him in any combat situation because he's never truly alone.
The beast is disarmed. Attack!
They just hear this guy shouting to himself on the box for like 45 minutes straight every operation.
For the Imperium of Man. I wrestle with inner corruption.
No. God, dude, I'm so bad at dodging that one. Oh my god, I'm actually getting bopped around by this. Sometimes I either dodge every one, or I dodge none of them. Probably the only hard part of this boss. I like the ads. Like as far as the actual boss fight goes, it's the tightest timing. Like, that's fairly tight timing.
The beams will launch through our armor.
Is it even possible to pull his full 6-hit combo with a balance parry window? Yes, it is. Not that hard either. All right. Hey, that's free damage. All right, now come.
Serve munitions. The true take down that arcane barrier. This whole relay station is rotted through with hereticals. Do not let a single unholy cur touch that beast, brothers. Our banner awaits our turn. End this force twisted existence. Become a beast. Die like a beast.
That's actually better for us than the chaos spawn sticking around. Oh, he just almost dropped that laser beam right on my brain, dude. You kidding me? Very rude. Let's grab this ammo box over here.
Ammunition here. Now is our chance. Finish the beast off.
You have a stim, by the way? Yeah, we didn't need it. That's why you can shoot the orb at the top to light damage him. You just shoot him, but I don't want to waste the ammo. FTG, how many times you killed this guy in your whole playtime? I have no idea. I have no idea. Probably like, I don't know, 50 times maybe? 40? 50?